name is Adrianna Arnette, and I'm a junior at Center College, and I have been interning at Boston Partners in Education as a special events fellow. And if you didn't know, Center is in Kentucky, my home state, so if I have an accent and talk too fast, don't be scared to stop me. I think my habit of talking fast comes from the fact that I'm terrified of running out of time. This also caused my habit of needing a plan, a realistic plan. For almost all of my life, I've been a planner. I've planned everything. I plan what I'm going to do every day, every week, every month, to my entire life being planned. And I've always been that way. I don't like straying away from my routine. And as we've all guessed, a change in routine or life happens. Despite this, it's never stopped me from freaking out about it. I've always felt like I was running out of time. This makes birthdays especially difficult. So you can imagine the state I was in on the day before my 21st birthday in the small conference room that I hate because it feels like a fishbowl with windows to see inside, when my mentor asked what I wanted to do after college. I know what I want to do. I want to be a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist is realistic. Being a psychiatrist will keep me from the hands of poverty I've been scared of falling into, and that's always been the plan. I don't stray away from my plan. So I told her. But instead of the nods and hums I usually get to this, she asked me if that's what I really want, and if I could see myself sitting in an office writing prescriptions. I'm not sure what provoked this question. Maybe the look on my face, or maybe it was mentor's intuition. Who will ever really know? But one thing I did know, is that I did have a plan. I did know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist was a safe option. It protected me from the grip of poverty that I run from. And that had always been the plan. I never stray away from my plan. But something during the semester, during my time a semester in the city, and with Boston Partners in Education, it changed. Suddenly, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I don't know if the career I picked fit me anymore. I don't know if the passion I have is too big to fit in the boxes I put it in. Suddenly, the office I had in my mind, that I pictured for me, felt suffocating and small, and worst of all, unfulfilling. And it freaked me out because I was about to be 21 and I was starting over. So in that room, where I was hyper aware of the fact that my vulnerability was on display by those fishbowl windows, I told my mentor about my fears. I told her that I was already 21 and I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore, who I was supposed to be, and that my plan had failed, that I had failed. While I sat with that feeling, she told me something I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that I'm only 21, and that I have time, that I'm allowed to explore what there is to offer in life, and that money and time isn't everything, but fulfillment and being content with what I do might be. Which led me to the conclusion. I have failed. I'm a failure. I have failed my plans over and over again. When I chose to go to Center College instead of the college I had my sights on in middle school, I failed. When I took this opportunity at Semester in the City, I failed my plan at catching the class I've been trying to catch since freshman year. And now, even at my internship, getting close to the work and allowing myself to feel the impact I have been handed the opportunity to make, I failed at keeping my plan of keeping it at arm's length. But for the first time, maybe ever, failing doesn't feel like a failure. But maybe more like I'm being handed another opportunity to put my passions and who I really am in boxes that they really fit in. Maybe life isn't made for my perfectly thought out plans. Maybe my failed plans are just memorials of who I once was. So as terrifying as starting over is, how panicked I feel,